Player 2 has joined the game.
All right. News of the week.
Nope.
We haven't talked about Zelda enough in the recent weeks. Let's talk about Zelda. We finally got some info on the first DLC for Zelda Breath of the Wild. The summer pack is called the Master Trials. It includes the Trial of the Sword Challenge, which is basically like the Cave of Heroes or whatever it was in Twilight Princess. I forget what it was called. Cave of Heroes?
In Twilight?
Well, Twilight HD. If you had the amiibo, you could unlock it. You go through like 100 rooms.
That was a thing. Well, crap. What amiibo?
Well, you didn't have the amiibo. Amiibo.
It's amiibo.
You needed either the wolf or one of the Twilight amiibos to unlock it.
Well, crap. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Which basically is like having paid DLC to force you to buy an amiibo.
By the way, I don't know. Maybe we're biased. I can't speak for you. Maybe I'm biased. But to me, the one that started all this, Beyond Oasis. I'm sure there was probably a game before.
DLC?
No, that had remember Beyond Oasis had that 100 cave thing, and if you beat it, you got the unlimited flame sword.
Yeah.
I mean, I beat it. I don't know if you ever beat it, but I beat that.
I beat the game.
Difficult.
I never beat that.
But to me, that's Beyond Oasis is the first game I can think of that did like a Cave of Trials kind of
Cave of Trials.
Thing.
That's what I meant to say, not Cave of Heroes. I knew when I was saying that, I was like, Cave of Heroes. He is the hero.
But yeah, that's what these kind of things always make me think of. But
yeah, so this thing, you start with no armor, no weapons, and you got to get through 45 rooms. But if you beat it, you get the Master Sword. I parked behind a car the other day that its license plate was Charizard, and I thought that was hilarious, and I don't even like Pokemon. You get the Master Sword fully charged at all times, so you can use it forever. Hard mode, which I don't think should be part of DLC. I think that's dumb. That's not good, Nintendo. I don't like that at all. I'm not going to play it either way, but it should be included in the game. Enemies rank up. So if an enemy had like 70, if a Bokoblin normally had 75 HP, it'll have 150 HP or something. I'm just making up numbers.
I'm not playing that.
I'm not playing it.
Better vision too.
Yeah, they can see you
the
from
enemies
far away.
have
I feel like
pretty good vision to begin with, but that's just me.
That is also true in Horizon Zero Dawn. They have very good vision.
Yeah.
Heroes Path mode, which is every step. It shows little green footprints all over the map for every step you've ever taken in this game for the last 200 hours.
That is awesome.
This is awesome because now
that is what's going to bring me back to this game.
There's my shrines. Go where it's not green. That's where my other 50 shrines are, or whatever it is.
Yep.
That is so cool. Travel medallion. It will be located somewhere in the game world in a treasure chest. What this thing does, you can basically put a point on a map anywhere. It doesn't have to be a shrine or a tower, and you can fast travel right there.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That doesn't seem. There's
I'm
so many
shrines and towers. I'm like, I can just go to a tower and then glide and look at the beautiful world as I go. Yeah. So there's a Korok mask that shakes when you get near one. Now you can go get your 900 stupid seeds and get your golden poop for doing it. And new equipment from the likes of Midna, Tingle, Phantom. Is that a thing, or are they just talking about the game? Was there a Phantom in Phantom Hourglass?
Yeah, there were the Phantoms.
And Majora's Mask. By the way, I didn't get a picture of this, so I can't put it here. Before graduation on Saturday, we went to Lafayette's Music Room here in Memphis, the great city of Memphis, Tennessee, and got brunch there. And one of the dudes working the busboy, I was like,
"Oh, he was an employee."
I had already had my Bloody Mary, which is the best Bloody Mary I'd already had, and I already half through a beer, and I was like, "Oh my God, you got Majora's Mask tattoo!" This guy had a Majora's Mask tattoo, like the mask. It was like this big on his neck, and I was like he probably would have loved it if I said, "Dude, can I please take a picture?"
He probably would have, yeah.
But I was just,
especially being an employee, I feel like if it was just another patron, I'd be like, I'm going to leave him alone. But as an employee, I'd have been like,
it was so cool. I don't care about that game at all, but just the fact, I was like, you should listen to our podcast.
I need to get my Zelda tattoo. I said I want to do it before summer. Now it's almost summer.
You don't want to do it, but yeah, from what I've heard, our listeners with tattoos let me know. You don't want to do it when you're going to be going in chlorine, because that can mess it up.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So I want to,
You need to wait for
I need to
winter
do that
now.
quick.
I've got mine I want to get. I also saw some dudes I can get a Metal Gear tattoo. And it doesn't have to be the stupid fox with the knife coming out. It can be the Kojima Productions fox. That's like
lightning
this.
bolt legs.
Yes, right here. Because I saw some guys on Twitter had that. I was like, oh my gosh, I can get that. Then I can get the Triforce here.
You're just going all out.
I'm going to end up
What's
with
going to be your first one?
barbed wire goes all the way around. No, it's going to be the thing with the kids' names. And everything.
On the leg?
No, right here.
Oh. On the pythons?
Right there. Yeah, the 10-inch pythons. Darksiders 3 leaked, and then it became official. I felt bad for Alana. She was supposed to debut this. Alana, she's awesome. She's one of the good ones. She interacts with people on Twitter. Well, yes, that too. But she interacts with people on Twitter. She's cool. She's replied to me a bunch. She's replied to you. She's really cool. She was supposed to break the Darksiders 3 story. Shout out to Amazon for leaking it instead. I know she was disappointed, but this is a game that Ernie said we should play, as being Zelda fans. What Alana said on Podcast Beyond last week was, she said Darksiders 1, I guess Darksiders 2 wasn't really MMO, but it was just different. But Darksiders 1, this is how she described it. Ernie, let me know if this is right. She said it's Ocarina of Time meets God of War meets Portal.
I never played Portal.
I haven't either, but that is one of the games that I've completely missed out on. That I feel embarrassed even saying that.
Wow.
So you take Ocarina plus the combat of God of War plus the puzzle solving of Portal. I'm like, well, damn it. And this is coming out in 2018. Jeez. You play as is it Fury? I think they're going through the Four Horsemen, or something like the first character,
right?
Then the second character, and now this character. It was Death. Something, and now Fury.
This just in, there's going to be a Darksiders 4. You heard it here first, people.
Right, unless that person is in this.
All right, moving on.
Yeah. We don't have a lot of news this week. This can go quickly. I want to get your thoughts on this. The Video Game Hall of Fame for the third year in a row. They have some, they're going to have it every year now, but this is the third year of the Video Game Hall of Fame.
Is there an actual Hall of Fame, or is it like the WWE Hall of Fame?
They made the announcement in Rochester, New York, which made me go, oh, that's awesome. But I don't know if there's an actual Hall of Fame.
I don't want them to put it up there.
No, I want to put it in Memphis. Yeah. I mean, if they did.
Put it in the pyramid.
Well, I mean, they kind of got
That's where the WWE Hall of Fame should be.
That's where they should put it in the stupid the stupid Coliseum.
Or that too. Yeah.
You know, Wiseacre's not going in there.
Yeah.
Video Game Hall of Fame. The new inductees. That was way late. Donkey Kong. Just Donkey Kong. Street Fighter 2. Pokemon Red. Excuse me. Pokemon Green. And Halo Combat Evolved. When I think of Pokemon, I don't think of Pokemon. But I don't think of Red and Green as being the biggest games, are they?
I think they were the first two.
I thought it was Red and Blue. Wasn't Green like the compilation or something?
Maybe.
Hit the comment section and let me know again.
We're not Pokemon Pokemon.
Now, these are the other finalists that missed out. I want to get your thoughts on these compared to the other ones. I mean, you've got your notes there, but I should not give you notes sometimes. Final Fantasy VII, Solitaire on Windows. Effing shout out to Solitaire on Windows. That is one of the best games ever. The graphics. The first time you saw that on a Micron computer.
Oh, that was blown. Like, my computer's going to explode. This is too much.
Mortal Kombat 1. Yeah, I don't think it needs to be in there. Mortal Kombat 2 is a much better game, but I get it. Myst, Portal, again, Resident Evil 1, Tomb Raider, and Wii Sports. Is there anything in that list that should have been, and you can take our biases into account with Pokemon, is there anything that should have been, any other finalists that should have made the cut before those five? I
think Pokemon is the first RPG to go in, correct?
I looked it up, but I didn't write it down. I can't remember. I think you might be right.
To me, if that's true, that seems wrong. Pokemon, I've never really played them, but I get that they're huge games. Like, I get it. I'm not saying they're not big, good games. However, to be the first RPG in there, I would even put, even though I don't like it, I need to see Final Fantasy VII in the Hall of Fame.
I think
it's going to happen, so that's fine. But I would even put Final Fantasy 1 in there before Pokemon. I think Pokemon, just whatever Pokemon Green is, exactly. And Pokemon, I'm going to guess Red and Green are probably not the best games. They're just the first games,
right,
or close to the beginning, that spawned all of these other games. Hello, Final Fantasy. Like, I don't know. Maybe Pokemon got off to a much better start than Final Fantasy did. Like I said, I don't even really like the first Final Fantasy game. So, okay. As much as I'm a hater on both first-person shooters and Xbox, I'm totally okay with Halo. Street Fighter 2 makes sense.
Street Fighter 2
over Mortal
should have been
Kombat,
in there last year.
I'm totally fine with that. Yeah, it should have.
Street Fighter 2 is one of the 5 most important games of all time,
Donkey Kong.
I would say. And Donkey Kong.
The issue is we've got
they
can't
least
just go 30 years of video games now. 30, 40 years of video games, and it's like
they can't just go oldest game.
Right. And
Donkey
that's what
Kong
it seems like they're kind of doing for the
is
most
not
part.
that important. I don't think Donkey Kong should have been in there.
Donkey Kong's important because it really got like
it saved everybody from the video game crash and all that stuff. But like,
right. But
Donkey
it's not
Kong,
like there are still games today that you see inspiration from Donkey Kong. No,
other than the characters, and they have nothing to do with that style of game anymore. I mean, Donkey Kong begat Mario. I get that. Jumpman, whatever.
Okay,
but,
question: how many games are they counting? Red and Green as one game or two?
2. They induct 5 games.
Well, that just makes me that much more upset.
Yeah, each of the other 2 years they inducted 5 separate games.
Stupid.
I don't think Tomb
I'm okay
Raider,
with Myst. Yeah.
No,
Tomb Raider. I'm okay with that not making
the only reason it's even up there is because female heroine. But even then, I would say Super Metroid.
Yeah.
And it might already be in there. Hold on.
Solitaire, like I mean, it's not even real. It's a video game.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Hearts should be there.
Final Fantasy VII should be in there, and it will be in there. Portal, again, I've never played it, but that seems to be... When I think of Portal, I think of... That was almost... I don't know. When I think of Portal, I think of, from what I've heard, a lot of people that are not gamers, I think Brittany included, I could be wrong, liking this game. Like, this was like one of those first games that brought in non-gamers to a real... I mean, Wii Sports did too, obviously, but that's... Again, I'm not going to say it's not a video game, but it's, it's just this, and it's, whatever. Portal was very much a video game. You were holding a controller and playing a video game. Portal, I think, brought in a lot of non-gamers to the gaming realm.
Yeah.
I think Portal should be in there. Resident Evil 1 also should absolutely be in there. And Wii Sports will absolutely make it at some point. But
Super Metroid,
as far as what's on
this
list, I would take Red and Green out of there. I'm okay with Donkey Kong. I'm okay with Street Fighter. I'm okay with Halo. If I had to put 2 more in there, I'm putting Final Fantasy VII and probably Resident Evil.
So here are the members in alphabetical order so far. Donkey Kong, Doom, GTA 3, Halo, The Legend of Zelda, The Oregon Trail, Pac-Man, Pokemon Red, Pokemon Green, Pong, The Sims, Sonic 1, Space Invaders, Street Fighter 2, Super Mario Brothers, Tetris, World of Warcraft.
I love Sonic. I don't know that Sonic needs to be in there. At least not Sonic 1. Like,
Sonic 2
Mario
and Sonic 3 are so much
Sonic,
better games.
Like,
I get it. I get why it's in there, but it's like...
That started the console.
I guess,
much.
Sonic 1 should be in there.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. Super Metroid should be in there.
I don't think you need... Now, I forgot Pac-Man was in there. I don't know that you need Pac-Man and Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Now I'm rethinking Donkey Kong.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it should be in there.
Yeah. I don't know. It's very subjective. Everyone's obviously going to have their own opinions, but I mean, think if they're only inducting 5 games every year, think about how much catch-up they have to do.
Why is Metal Gear Solid not in there? Why did I just realize this? Metal Gear Solid's not in there.
Think of how much catch-up they need to play just because they're only inducting 5 games a year and they're trying to
Ocarina of
cover
Time should be in there,
35
too.
years of games.
They should have started off like, here's 30 games, and now we'll do 5
Right.
every year after
Yeah.
that or something.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, eventually we're going to get to the point where we don't need to see the Donkey Kongs and the Pac-Mans and things
You
like that.
shouldn't put games in just because they're old. Pac-Man obviously should be in there.
Pong
Donkey Kong
should be.
I think Donkey
Pong's
Kong
like the first video
Yes.
game, basically, so that has a right to be.
I think Donkey Kong should, but I think there's other games that I don't know. It can't just be oldest matters.
no.
Like we did our episode forever ago. Go check it out on SoundCloud or iTunes or Stitcher or Google Podcasts or audio services around the world. Before we were on YouTube, and we did what were the most important games ever by genre. We didn't talk about Donkey Kong.
No, I don't even know what that genre is.
That is I don't
It
know.
doesn't have a genre. That's arcade is the genre, I guess. But
Yeah. All right. Hit that comment section below. Let us know your thoughts on Video Game Hall of Fame inductees. Are we way off on the Pokemans? I went a month without beer. Excuse me. All right. April's PSN best-selling games. I just want to touch on this really quickly. Guess what number 1 was? You can see it, but it's Persona was number 1. Obviously. We knew that would happen. Just some other interesting ones here. Number 2, GTA 5.
that is insane.
What the hell?
That is
How does everybody not have this
Unbelievable.
game yet? The attach rate for this on the PS4 has got to be it's got to be like 75% by this point.
I don't know.
One of my top 5 or 6 games of all time. I might have to change that now, but one of my top 10 games of all time. I get it, but holy crap, the life on this thing is just insane. Number 3 was Uncharted Collection. Number 4 was The Last of Us Remastered. Number 5, MLB The Show 17. I miss good baseball games, and I know those games are good, but I'm too busy.
I think I've owned one
I had
actual
14.
baseball game since World Series 98. And that was some PS2 game with Manny Ramirez on the cover.
It was MVP Baseball 2005.
Sure, maybe. And I'm like, this sucks.
Really?
I mean, because
2003
I'm
was the
comparing
best.
it back to World Series.
Look that up while I go over this. Look up
For
MVP
my money,
Baseball 2005.
I mean, for my money, best actual baseball game, World Series 98. Most fun baseball game, Mario Baseball, GameCube.
I was going to say maybe Super Baseball 2020.
What am I looking up?
MVP Baseball 2005. Tell me if that was Manny or if it was 2003. I can't remember which. I remember I got 2003 on spring break. I stayed at college for spring break instead of going home or going anywhere. Jess went to student teach for the week, so I just got to stay in my room and play baseball. I played MVP 2003, and that had swing, swing, swing. By
That's the one. That's the one I owned.
Yeah.
9.2 out of 10.
That's what I'm saying. That game,
I did not
Those
care
games
for
were
this game.
great. And 2003, I would say, was better. Look up 2003, see what the Metacritic was on that. That was the one I played. Barry Zito, I think, was on the cover of that one.
Let's see.
Or I just traded for him on the Yankees. I can't remember.
Oh, the big unit and somebody else. Who's that? It's a very small picture.
Oh, that's the one, yeah. Is that... Oh, Miguel Tejada. Yep, that's the one I had. Holy crap. How did we get here? Oh, yeah, MLB The Show.
Oh, yeah.
So the interesting thing, though, Horizon Zero Dawn dropped all the way to 13th. Now, again, these are just digital sales, so it doesn't count physical. Mass Effect Andromeda dropped all the way to 15th. Nobody likes that game. And one last final note here. Sony's E3 conference has finally been dated. It is when it always is. It will be Monday, June 12th at 6 p.m. Pacific time. That is 8 where we are. We're going to be up very late that night. The PC show was also announced for Sunday. They promised, quote, big announcements. Don't get your hopes up for Half-Life 3. It's not going to happen. Just to give you a little preview for a month from now, I think the plan, I know some of you have asked, are we going to live stream? That's a really busy time for all of us because I'm going to have a house full of people. I'm going to have Allie and Amy and everybody's going to be here.
Oh, really?
So I don't think we're going to be live streaming our reactions. What the plan is right now, I think, is to do multiple episodes that week. What I think we're going to do is, so Sunday is Xbox, I think Bethesda, and the PC show. We're going to record an episode Sunday night. It'll go up Monday morning. Then Monday is probably Ubisoft along with Sony. That's the one we care the most about. We're going to record an episode Monday night, put it up Tuesday. Tuesday's Nintendo's Treehouse Live. We'll see how that goes. If it's just Mario Odyssey, we'll probably talk about that next week. But you're going to get at least 2 podcasts for us that week. I don't know that we probably won't break them up into parts. That'll just be full episodes on YouTube, E3 reviews, and we're going to do our E3 predictions the week before. I'm very excited for that. I have 8 predictions. I got to narrow it down to 5.
Oh, God. Okay.
I've been taking care of this for I've been tracking it since last year.
Since last year.
So, yeah, look forward to E3 because that is one of the most awesome times of the year to be a video gamer. But you know what is one of the second most awesome times to be a video gamer?
What's that?
It's every week when we play the It's the Back of the Box Challenge. If you didn't know, the Back of the Box Challenge is how we end the podcast here every week on the 2-Player Co-op podcast. What this game is we take a previously released retail game. We look at the back of that retail box, read the description aloud to the other player, bleep out any pertinent information that would give the game away or make it too obvious. The other player then gets to ask some follow-up questions that have yes or no answers. They try to get to what the game is, and if they do, then they do. And if they don't, then they wear the cone of shame. That's the Back of the Box Challenge. That's what we're going to do right now. You read first.
All right. I'm not thrilled with this one.
I'm not thrilled with mine either. It's either way too easy or way too difficult, and I can't figure it out.
I think mine's going to be too easy. All right. And there's a chance we've already done this game.
I was going to...
Because it sounds very familiar, but...
I was going to do Deadly Moves, and then I saw it.
No, just kidding.
Okay. We already...
No, we've definitely done that. All right. The kingpins of crime are at it again. The mysterious criminal organization blank has hatched a plan to take control of the peaceful city of blank. No.
Okay, it's a Street Fighter.
6 of their most heinous henchmen are running rampant through the city, and only blank can bring them to justice. Join blank,
Bubsy,
as he explores the woods to weed out blank's evil plan. Search the warehouses along the wharf for blank and pull the...
Did you say wharf?
Wharf.
Okay.
Pull the plug on an electrifying scheme. Track down all of blank's criminals and then prepare yourself as blank squares off against the sinister blank in his...
Blank.
in his fiendish
floating
fortress.
Oh, okay.
And then bullets, which...
Okay, so there's 6 bosses, basically is what that was saying.
Yes.
Are there 6 levels and then a final...
I don't know, but I assume that's what it's saying. I don't remember...
Was this an 8-bit game?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. A Nintendo-made game or no?
Nintendo-made?
Is it a Nintendo game?
It's a Nintendo NES, yes.
No, that's not what I mean. Is it a Capcom game? Is it a Konami game? Is it a Nintendo game?
Is it not a Nintendo game?
Is it a Capcom game?
Yes.
Okay. Do you drive in a vehicle sometimes?
Not that I know of. I don't think so.
Okay. Oh. Do you have a cane that you jump on folks with?
No.
Damn it!
Jump on folks?
Dogs? Burglar dogs?
No, but I was going to do part 2 of that.
I don't.
But then I looked that up.
part
I'm
2.
like, I think we've done this one,
No.
or you've done it. You either did 1 or 2 because you talked about traveling the
1.
globe and
I did
collecting
1.
artifacts,
Yeah.
and that's pretty much how 2 reads. I'm
It's
like,
the same game.
Yeah, so I couldn't do it.
Okay, so it's a Capcom game. Is this part of a series?
No.
Is it a licensed game?
Yes.
It must be. Do you play as a duck?
Yes.
Is it Darkwing Duck? Yeah!
Yeah.
That was just a shot in the dark. I was like,
Because we were just talking about that, and I forgot that's because when you said that game was kind of Mega Man-esque, where you choose the levels, I didn't even remember that. But then once I started reading, I'm like, well, crap, we did just talk about how there's like...
Well, I didn't know. I didn't say that. I said it's Mega Man X just because I picture him. I didn't know that you picked the levels, but you've got the blaster and it's action platformers. When I was saying it was that.
Yeah. Did you pick up that Disney Afternoon thing yet?
Not yet.
Or are you
too
going to wait
busy.
for Switch? It has to come out on Switch.
I think it's at home. They're all Nintendo games. It has to come out on the Switch. And it doesn't have a Platinum, so I've got no reason to get it on PlayStation.
Right, yeah.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
Blank and his daughter, Cheryl. Do you know it yet?
No.
Are driving to their favorite vacation spot. Late that night, a figure suddenly appears from out of the darkness. Blank turns the wheel in panic, and the car careens off the road, knocking Harry unconscious.
Is this Silent Hill?
Really? Can I finish
I've never
it?
even played that game, but I know
damn
that's
it.
how it starts. Like they crash, and then he wakes up, and his daughter's gone, and he's in Silent Hill, and
Harry turns the wheel in panic, and the car knocking her. Awakening sometime later, he realizes Cheryl is missing. Stumbling out of the wreckage, he heads toward. You could barely read it. He heads toward the small town of Silent Hill. I've missed out on that. I haven't played any of the games in the series. Silent Hills PT was my first. That was my first Silent Hill game, and that was even just a playable teaser.
To me, I love Resident Evil. This is almost more true survival horror.
Like Alone in the. Did you ever play Alone in the Dark?
Is that the one that was like a
It was
rail
very
shooter?
polygony. No. It was survival horror, but it was polygony, and it was. That sounds like the marriage. Polygony. I don't know.
Polygony.
Polygonal.
Yeah. What's the game I'm thinking of? No.
Are you afraid of the dark?
Remember that game? That game scared the crap out of me.
There was a game for Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah, Graham had it. Graham White had it. I don't know why she had it, but we played it
on her PC.
And it was in like a house of wax or something. And like
Yes.
that game, it was like a point and click thing, like Myst.
Yep.
That game scared the crap out of me. But no, what am I thinking of? Not Alone in the Dark, but one of those arcade like rail shooters where like and you had the gun and you're moving the reticle on the screen.
Oh.
It wasn't Alone in the Dark, but
No, it wasn't Alone in the Dark. I know what you're
House of
talking
the
about.
Dark.
House of the Dead.
House of the Dead.
It was a Sega game, Sega
That's what I was
arcade
thinking
game.
of.
Yeah.
Oh wait, so Alone in the Dark. I don't think I remember that. But no, Silent Hills is legit like
Silent Hill.
Silent.
Don't say hills. It makes me sad.
Silent Hill apostrophe
Franchise.
S. Silent Hill is
Oh, okay.
like
Sorry.
true survival horror.
Yeah.
Like you may only kill a handful of enemies throughout that game. Like you really need to conserve ammo. I mean, this is what I've heard. I've never played it, but I'm sure I would love it. That was Konami, right?
It was Konami.
basically their
Yeah,
answer
that's
to
why I
Resident
don't
Evil.
just freaking.
Yeah, I would like to play them. At least the first. The first one was PS1.
Yeah.
Or was it PS2?
It was PS1. It was 99, so it was late PS1.
Yeah, I'd like to play it, but I don't know when I ever will at this point. But
I never will.
think
I would have played
enjoy it.
Silent Hills because never mind. My dude Kojima was directing it, and now he is not. But people think he still is. That's okay. It is what it is. And you know what this is? This has been episode 72 of the Two Player Co-op Podcast. Seriously, thank you guys so much for being here. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button down there. Hit the like button down here. Send the video to your friends. Okay, good. Send the video to your friends. Tell them to subscribe. We're on a quest to hit as many subscribers as we can before episode 75.
Not 500.
No. Maybe we'll do another Bob Mackey video and we'll jump up in subs. Yeah, 3 weeks from now, well, like 2.5 weeks from now, we're going to live stream episode 75 from your house.
Yeah.
Episode 75, Friday night, May 26th. We'll start promoting it and stuff. Maybe we'll make graphics or something. I don't know. We need a kind of funny Kevin, and we need an Andy Cortez. Friday, May 26th, we're going to live stream episode 75. Depends how the news goes, but the main point of that episode, we're going to interact with all y'all, and we're going to go through each of our top 75 games of all time.
Also,
I was going to say talk.
doesn't really affect the podcast so much, but we're excited. So I don't know if anybody watching this watched our WrestleMania preview. We had Memphis' own Kevin Cerrito on the show. Had a lot of fun with that. He does a lot of video game trivias. Last one he did, we actually won. So there's that.
Back-to-back champs.
But we're actually going to be hosting the next one, assuming times and dates and all that work out. So we're
August.
excited for that. It's not going to be on the podcast, but we want to share this with you because we're friends. Also, we're going to be going, hopefully, on his radio show at some point.
That blows my mind.
That's awesome.
I know it's just Memphis, but my God,
but
that
still,
blows my mind.
we'll get to talk about wrestling and what I mean.
Yeah.
It'll be awesome. So, and I think you can
crazy.
listen online.
His radio
tweets
show
out
becomes
like
a podcast also.
Right. So when that happens,
At Cerrito.
Yeah,
Follow
check
him on
out
Twitter at
Cerrito.
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 Thank you.
So when that happens, we'll be sharing that news with y'all. But we're looking forward to it, and we can't wait. And thank you, Kevin Cerrito, because that's going to be awesome.
Yep.
And we can't wait.
He'll be back here probably...
At least for SummerSlam.
At least for
before.
SummerSlam, maybe Money in the Bank.
I don't like that that's SmackDown.
I don't like that it's SmackDown only. I mean, SmackDown's my favorite, but Raw should get one also. But it is what it is anyways. Speaking of all that, did you know we're also part of the Nerd 901 family? Go to nerd901.com for all things nerdy in Memphis and around the globe. Also, check out Ernie and Derek over at Pixels and Papers. We talked about them earlier. They specialize in RPGs and tabletop games. Check them out. Go back, check out our conversation with them from a few weeks ago on the Friday show. We called it Quick Hit. It was an hour and 45-minute Quick Hit. We need to rebrand that.
Yeah.
On Twitter, I'm at Kevin White. I'm sick. Kevin. At Kevin White 24. He's at Real Sean White together. We're at 2player_co-op. Delete, but don't delete this channel. Like the video if I didn't mention that. Just, you know what I mean. Like the video. YouTube.com/2player-co-op. If you're watching this somewhere else, I don't know how you're doing that other than Nerd 901. If you're just hit subscribe and go to youtube.com/2player-co-op. If you prefer audio, oh man. If you prefer audio, you can check us out on iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and audio services all around the world, but you really should go to youtube.com/2player-co-op to get the full 2-player co-op experience. And we have a Facebook page that we never update, facebook.com/2player co-op gaming. We keep getting views there, so you guys must be listening to us and
Thank
going
you.
there. So thank you
We
so much.
appreciate it.
We should be tagged and stuff, but it's all the same stuff. You can get it at youtube.com/2player co-op. All joking aside, thank you guys so much. We've come a long way in a few months. We've been doing YouTube less than a year. We're basically nobodies. We've been told that a lot recently. But there are 370 something of you out there that have subscribed because you like what you see, and that honestly, it means the world. It means the world to us. Thank you guys so much for being here. Yeah, that's all I got. We'll see you for episode 73. And until the next time, Sean, go ahead and take us out and do whatever you're gonna do.
Thank you for playing.
Hadouken! That was so funny. That was garbage. I almost said a swear word. That was horrible. Ultra Street Fighter 2 is coming out in 3 weeks. Bye, guys.